watching the YouTube this morning, I see there was that attack on Russian fuel, what is it, a fuel depot, okay, by helicopters. And Russia is saying it was Ukraine, and Ukraine is being vague. They can't confirm or deny. They don't know who did it. So let's see if the cards will give us any information. What about this helicopter attack on the fuel depot in Russia? In Belgrade. Now, if Ukrainians did it, you can't hardly blame them, you know, but it also could be a setup, you know. But let's see if the cards are going to tell us. What can you tell us about the helicopter hitting of the thing? Hermit. Investigating. Looking deeper. Above it, financial. Foundation, the wheel. So I'm going to pull some more cards and see if we get a more definitive thing going here. Going into it. Wish, the wish-fulfilling card. Challenge is the past. Hopes and fears, it's about monetary. Outcome, working with others on something. Now, sometimes that has to do with dark money as well. Let's see what's underneath of it. We've got spin, misinformation, going forward, trying to hold on, and moving something forward quickly. Concerns are tower moments, and this is usually my card for a trump, but it also could be a tower moment of better things and light coming out on the situation. We've got the swords. Ramping up stuff. So let's look at this a little more and see if we can kind of figure it out. Going into it, underneath of it, we got some sort of a spin, misinformation about what took place. Somebody's holding back on what's moving forward rapidly. Investigating. Who does it benefit financially? Okay. Who does it benefit financially? That's what I would look into. This is the past, being able to make all that money in the past. Merchants, having to do with the past merchants. And going forward, it's hitting him in the pocketbook even more. Now, I think it's trying to get rid of whatever reserves that Russia's got going, that he's farming out to Europe and Germany, etc. Let's look, is this going to make any kind of an impact on the fuel, on Russia selling the fuel? Is this going to make any kind of an impact on Russia selling fuel? In the center, we have the things that are gathered, their reserves, their supply. Above it, the abuses. Okay, abusive nature of what they're doing and wanting to put an end to it. Okay, let's see. Going into it, we have a victory. Victory. Challenge is time. The wheel, the time factor with this. Hopes and fears. Empress. Okay. Empress is usually about your, gifting, and Mother Earth. So hold on, let's see what the other one is. Yeah, trying to limit their supply is what it looks like. Limiting Russia's supply. Though it looks like somebody wants to go after all of their fuel things to limit their supply. Underneath of it, we have external actions. This starts up some new emotional things, considering talking on it, about this has to do with family, and again, more emotional things, because about having to do with the fuel supplies, etc. What's of concern? Trying to get into easier waters, and the burden taking the hit, and trying to figure out the way to go forward and to navigate this, okay, when it comes to that money thing. So it looks like whoever's doing it, I don't think it's Russia that's doing it, setting up something. I thought maybe they could be trying to set up something as a way to say they violated, so now we're going to be able to use chemical weapons or something else. But it looks like somebody's trying to hinder Russia when it comes to having this liquidity of oil reserves. I'm going to pull one card and see, can you give us some sort of an idea of who is behind this? Now, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's see if we get some sort of a clue. Who's behind this? Okay, those that have, I I say those that have an axe to grind when it comes to the financial things. Okay? And the big money. Yeah, they want to hit him where it hurts. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Too many unanswered questions, and I'm trying to think of how to phrase it to ask him, but I'm not coming up with really definitive things. Maybe let's see, how does Putin view this? What is Putin's take on this? Let's see if we can figure that out. In the center, defensive, okay? It's going to go on the defensive. Above it, looking for another path forward, okay? How he's choosing to walk the journey. Again, having to do with emotional, I would say he's on emotional overload and looking at how this is going to affect families, how affect their lifestyle. Okay, going into it, this is the one of usually being out in the cold looking for money. Okay, got the handout, challenges. I think part of the challenge are sanctions by Biden. I don't know why. He may think Biden's behind it in some way, shape, or form. Jumping to conclusions. Hopes and fears. It's about, trying to figure out his mental drama with this. It's about mental drama and how to move into stiller waters with this. Underneath of it, we have the motion, hidden things, when it comes to truth and abuses, concerns about actions that are burdens, okay, when it comes to their supplies and juggling this stuff, okay. So hidden things, it doesn't look like he knows. He wants to try to jump to the conclusion that Biden has something to do with it. That's just his, narcissistic paranoia. But yeah, he's got sanctions, and now we've got the first one, so I'm sure he's going to wonder, is this going to be a concerted effort now to take Russia's supplies, oil reserves and stuff out? Excuse me, remains to be seen. Let's look and see. We'll have to watch this, and maybe I can come up with better questions to ask. But we'll watch this unfold and see what happens, okay? Somehow I don't think he's going to be real happy that somebody's actually fighting back on Russian soil. Let's see how this plays out. Thanks for tuning in. Love and light. See you online.